How can augmented reality and virtual reality make a change in the education industry? Yeah. So I'm doing a lot of work on that right now. I've been playing around a lot with augmented reality and a little bit less so with VR. And so for those of you not familiar with the difference between them, augmented reality is kind of like when you want to buy a piece of furniture and you want to see what it looks like in your house. So you use an app to see it. Virtual reality is when you put on goggles, and it's like Oculus, which I have, which Facebook makes. And you're in a virtual world and you play games that way. So I think that augmented reality is going to have a bigger impact on business in the near term because it's more simplistic and because you don't get as dizzy. And I'll talk about dizziness in VR in a second. Now, when it comes to augmented reality, what I've taught my MBA degree students is how to create an MVP version of their product, which stands for a minimum viable product. And I taught them how to create a virtual version of it as well, using a free product from Adobe that you can download on your mobile phone called AERO, AERO. And what you can do is you can create your product or a mock-up of what it might look like. And you bring your cell phone to meetings with potential investors. And you can move your cell phone around or have them do it as well and see your product on the table. Again, I use a product called AERO, AERO. And virtual reality is a little bit different because you have to actually develop the whole world as well. And I don't think the technology is there yet because you do get very dizzy. A lot of people do, and you can't play for more than half an hour. And it can have an impact on your site as well. It's a little bit dangerous, actually, if you overdo it. But virtual reality and augmented reality they are platforms that are going to be relevant in the future, which is why Facebook bought Oculus. Microsoft has HoloLens. And then Google also has their own product. I think they bought a company called Magic Leap. Yeah. But let me show you how to create, from a very, very high level perspective, how to create an augmented reality version of your product so you can show customers. So what I'll do is there's a product you can download from Adobe, and it's called Adobe Dimension. And what you can do is you can create a 3D item here, and it's really, really easy to do, and anybody can do it. And I'm using this to teach my MBA degree students. So let's say that you've got this hoodie here, okay? So we're going to create a hoodie, and then we're going to sell it. Or not sell it. I want to show you actually how to visualize it using augmented reality. So what I'll do is I will color it with my starter assets here. Again, this is using Adobe Dimension, okay? And whenever you pick colors for 3D modeling, you don't just pick colors in a palette. They show it to you in a ball here because there's different lighting at different angles. So let's say for fun, we want to make part of this brass down here. This is going to be a ridiculous hoodie we're going to make together. Okay. And let's go down here to the outer shell and let's just make this. Let me see if I can get some. It's cardboard here, but it looks like a clothing piece. And then this part here, let's paint it. No. I don't want to do that. Let's go here and let's paint the rest of it here. Okay. So what I'll do is, hold on a second. Let's do one more. The label. We'll make the label that color, whatever it is. And let me just do one more color before we export this and show this to our potential customers. What you can do is you can export these so you can look at them with your iPhone or Android handset using an application called AERO, AERO. You can actually show your minimum viable product to potential investors using augmented reality.